Yeah, you think you're pretty way up there.
My name is Pendleton Ward. I'm the creator of the show.
Hi, my name's Adam Muto. I'm a storyboard artist on first season.
My name is Pat McHale. I was the creative director on first season, and I'm on Skype right now.
I'm Derek Dryman. I was executive producer on first season.
With worms?
Oh, haha.
And this is Slumber Party. Panic.
If my decorpsinator serum works, then all the dead candy people will look as young and healthy as you do. Pick up that platter, tough guy.
Oh, Mr. Cream Puff?
We used to date.
Hey, something's happening. Come on.
Now, you added something to the formula. This is one drop of
Who are you talking to?
explosive diarrhea.
Oh, that was Derek.
Oh, okay.
Derek put in diarrhea.
Was it? No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I did that?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no!
Why did you approve that?
I didn't remember that for any of the pitches, and then suddenly there's a drop of explosive diarrhea. And just in Hendon's really sweet voice.
This is wrong. They're not coming back to life.
How did we get away with that?
I don't think I did that.
It's incomplete!
So you just wanted to do a zombie episode, right? Is that where this one came from?
Yeah, pretty much. I want to do a zombie episode. That's what I say. I walk
And then
in
you
with
just walk out of the room.
I walk in with a big rattle and a diaper on. I'm like, I want to do a zombie episode.
Ding dong.
And then everyone just starts working on it.
Yes, sir.
I remember doing that baby voice sometimes on walking around the show. I remember like I had Keith Mack kept making me work through lunch, and I was like, I don't want to. And I remember calling Keith and be like, Keith, please, I want to go to lunch. I want to eat something. First season, Pat and I were doing all-nighters at least once, if not twice a week. Sleeping at the studio, sleeping on couches at the studio.
I moved closer to the studio, like basically across the street, so I would like be able to sleep in my own.
What's up?
The princess will explain.
Oh, that's why? Wow.
That's one of the main reasons. Yeah.
It's a young man's game.
That's what
Television.
I think.
We can tell that story from, it's a different episode from Donnie, when we were coming up with house people, those characters.
For a momentous announcement.
Remember that story, Pat?
Wait, what?
It was because we were staying up all night trying to come up with ideas for episodes and write episodes and Pat, I was taking a nap and I just kept passing out, and Pat was trying to work. He was trying to come up with ideas for like what these characters could be, these little house people that are these little people, what this village is filled with. And I had fallen asleep right when he asked me that question, and he kicked the couch, and I like woke up and was like, ooh. And he was like, will you help me? And I was like, I can give you my dream answer, because I dreamt about it, like when I was passing out.
In that split second.
And I was like, little people that have houses for bodies, and they stick their arms outside of windows and stick their feet outside of doors. And so that's why that's what.
Yeah, you did that a bunch of times actually first season. Like I remember, Prisoners of Love has a lot of your dream writing in it that like just was like just scribbles that weren't even words, and then like I would like look at it and like, do you mean this, Pen? And you're like, I guess so.
Oh yeah, I'd be writing and literally passing out while I was writing stuff, and it'd be
Sounds like you work harder sleeping than you do awake. That's another one of your tricks. I wish.
I think Lumpy Space Princess's name wasn't it just dream logic words that came out of nowhere?
I don't remember that.
Because I remember not being able to read it, and I was like, what does this say? And you're like, Lumpy Space Princess?
Oh, probably then. Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
That's a better story, at least. Dream world logic coming in.
You should still
What's going on?
dream more often.
Nothing at all.
Things are getting stale, you think? Third season.
I just need to start calling you in the middle of the night. Pan, what's the name of this character?
Whoa, you guys are.
Look at an arm.
That was a Derek Dryman arm.
That was mine.
Okay.
Oh, this was Elizabeth's scene. This was really cute.
Deep truth or a saucy dare?
Mr. Cupcake.
Sus?
Oh, dear.
Dare.
I tell you.
Very French.
Is France in the Adventure Time?
No.
We got a lot of accents. We don't really explain where they came from.
Is everything all right?
Genetic.
Yeah, it's genetic memory.
Except for that. Whoa. I didn't know he was chocolate.
True.
Yeah, Steve Little, Tony Butler.
Chocolate or fudge?
This has come up before, because he can't eat chocolate, but then later he eats a ton of chocolate ice cream in the pods.
Neither.
Oh, yeah.
Is that inconsistency, or is it just because ice cream is different than regular chocolate?
I think Finn had an EpiPen off screen and saved his life real quick.
About when you were alone together.
It's for you, Internet.
The truth is,
You promise.
Whoa!
What the heck?
I think in the actual episode, it's just her face.
I don't
kind of
remember
floats.
that. Yeah.
Because that is creepy.
I'd rather play dodge socks.
That's like a combo of Jake and her. Did we stick with that?
We had Jake's face, or Bubblegum's face, like superimposed on top of him. We didn't do
We didn't do, like,
mutate
jowls
her
on
into
her.
jowly Bubblegum.
Dodge socks was a bad idea.
Too gross.
Superimposed.
Look, dude, just tell me what's up because you are
Tiny nose.
crazier than a cannonball tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, who did the throat warble? 'Cause that's
That must be Andy.
I think that was mine. My
Oh,
drawing.
did you do that? Did Andy do the animatic on that?
That I would in
yeah.
a second, and it would make
so
my life
funny.
easier unless there was something stopping me, like a promise, but there isn't, so I won't, so it's cool.
What? You lost me.
Hey, you know what time it is?
Adventure time?
No, time for 7 minutes in heaven. You're first.
This ended up being one of the premiere
In
episodes,
the
right?
closet with Jake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did this episode turn out any good? I remember it was a nightmare to do.
You don't watch the show.
I'm gonna come out there and make you
Well, no, I mean, just like I can't remember. Like it was such a. All these episodes, they were so hard to do that you just imagine it couldn't have been good.
That was awesome.
They turned out good. Oh, good.
We went back to the zombie idea
Hear what?
in the third
I
season.
don't hear anything.
Love zombies. I want to do
I like that guy.
every episode with zombies in it.
It makes me scared. What? No,
Chet.
Chet. Everybody.
Chet.
D.
that's
Bradley
right.
Baker as Chet.
Yeah.
You mean?
There's a lot of incidental characters. Feels like a cheat sometimes, but it's funnier to give them the line
That's it.
if they just have to say one weird thing.
Remember in that crowd scene, there's somebody has a funny ad lib line of "I'm feeling uncomfortable" or something like that, right? And we gave it to the upside down, the peppermint guy.
Spit it out.
I can't.
Candy canes.
Can't again. Thank you.
There you go.
A lot of pressure.
Blockado.
Yes.
That was written by Adam. That was an Adam invention.
Pretty sure that's a real game too, though.
It is. Yeah. It is.
Manfred.
But it's a different game.
Yada. Your convenient appearance gives me a great idea. Everybody.
That's an Adam line. Your convenient appearance. He hated those convenience.
There were
We
so-
forced you to do that stuff, and you would just. That was your sarcastic answer to them.
No, I think we came up with Manfred because it's such a weird setup. Like they had to fight these zombies without realizing they were fighting zombies.
They're all around you.
Yeah, I remember you hated that, if I remember right, and that was your line. Did your convenient, your convenient appearance.
All right, well, that might be true.
Yeah, you guys are
so
on
gruesome.
fire.
Yeah, but it is weird. Like Finn's goal is not to save the Candy Kingdom from zombies. It's to keep them from seeing the zombies so they don't explode, which is
Our improbable plan worked.
And I think they succeeded.
안녕.
7 minutes
This
up yet?
unlikely plan worked.
Right.
What the nuts happened here?
Oh, we killed all the zombies at Princess
Jelly
Bubblegum
donut.
and I raised from the dead.
That was important. Those drips are really important.
It was important to me.
That's.
It was
All
important
those
to me
things that are
because-
important to you became just nightmares for everybody.
It was important to the story.
Ow!
To freeze, because how else do you know if time's frozen? If something doesn't hang in the air.
What's the big deal?
Yeah, I
But
guess
that jelly donut was big, right? Like jelly on their faces. You kind of strung it through the closet a lot, if I
Yeah,
remember
there was
right.
a lot of. We had to track some of that.
Tracking jelly
donut
donuts.
stuff. Tracking is a big burden on everybody. What happens when we're boarding is if we want to add something later, like jelly donut stuff all over someone's face, we have to go through every panel and put it back in, and there's never any time for it, so it always ends up being a big burden on everybody. But there's a lot of tracking towards the end of a board.
That's stupid.
Drawing
Wait!
jelly.
He's my friend! Isn't there another
jelly
option?
dirt.
Yes.
food.
Because you care for the promise breaker.
Oh, originally they were supposed to get beamed to some.
You must
Oh, there was
separate-
gods, right? There were like 7 gods or something.
Yeah, there's like the candy elders,
Math?
like their ancestors. And I said,
Oh yeah.
"This is dumb. Let's not go to another dimension." You said, "No, this is good. Have them go to another dimension." And then it got changed to the Gumball Guardians.
So you were right, you're saying?
Oh,
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying.
I thought of a better
Well, you boarded it, right? And then it got cut.
Yeah,
after-
that's what I'm saying.
Maybe if you would have boarded it better, it would have been good.
I would have sold the idea.
Yeah, maybe you just fell down on the job.
4, right?
Now Finn, he doesn't use math exclamations as often. What's the deal with that,
Yeah,
Finn?
Well, he uses other stuff. It kind of,
Fell down on the
as he
job.
gets older, he develops new
Promise.
things.
The Gumball Guardians
Yeah.
are reset.
Now he just makes up words
Yeah.
like grunk and skronk and drizz.
Slam a cow. That was tops.
That was the beginning of it.
Good at math.
Slam a cow.
4. That's it.
Bubbles.
But was that a
Bubbles
fart
shoot
joke?
up there. Yeah, I guess so. A little
gum.
princess toot as like little bubblegum pink bubbles shoot up from the ground when she gets excited.
Those were epiphany bubbles.
Golly!
From below.
Great! This is messed up, but sweet.
진짜로. Uncle Chewy.
For my dead relatives.
Oh, that one doesn't make any sense anymore. Because before, like, that zombie was supposed to just pop up out of nowhere and go, bah! And then it pops up again and says former dead relative. But
secret.
I don't think
what's up.
it actually
I
works
hope you
anymore.
grasp the full consequences of
Oh, that's a
breaking
weird face.
promises.
Heck yeah.
Adamuto drawing.
If I break a royal promise, I get to fight zombies, throw slumber parties, awake Gumball Guardians,
All right.
and reverse
So
itself.
Peter Lorre.
You are adorable. But keep your promises, okay?
I will, princess.
Yeah.
You're not a zombie.
There's a pen tag.
can't help it. Flesh is delicious.
Little button
You're
on the scene.
delicious.
Oh, don't squeeze me apart.
Pen wrote that? You didn't write that?
I didn't write that.
Oh, we should do introductions.
Yeah, do it fast.
My name is Pendleton Ward. I am the creator of Adventure Time.
I'm Adam Muto. I was a storyboard artist on the first season.
I'm Pat McHale. I was the creative director.
Crazy.
I know.
I'm Derek Dryman. I was the executive producer of the first season.
Do you have a girlfriend?
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you just said that.
I drew that. I drew that punch bowl. Derek drew that.
I drew that other one.
That guy shaking his hands.
The close-up.
That's Steve Bradley Baker. That voice changed a lot.
No, D.
I said D,
I
right?
thought you said Steve.
No, D Bradley Baker.
I heard both at the same time.
Princess Bubblegum's in trouble.
Watch where you're
Henry Rollins as the cookie
Is that all he did?
for this episode.
Yeah. We brought him back for her parents.
Yeah, later he was Rainicorn's dad.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was funny.
Did he speak
I am safe.
in gibberish or did he speak in English?
No, he spoke in English.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
translators.
Yeah, he had a translator around his neck.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Hero. Hero. Hey, I just thought of something.
What'd you think of?
I'll show you. Come on.
Derek
Look
made
over
me
my secret entrance.
make this a secret entrance with like a little.
Did I? I did. Did I? Why did I make you do that?
Because it's cool. That's a good idea. I think before they just
I
went
didn't
in.
think I had any cool ideas. I thought all my
There you go,
ideas.
look. You wanted to take that. I remember at the
No way.
mix, you were really particular about the sound of that brick, like as it came out.
A magical glow.
I like scraping stone sounds
What you
for
can
sure.
see through the glow.
Brick on brick.
Went back and forth on that brick stone sound.
Yeah, I see it.
It's called the Enchiridion.
we used to have a longer
whose
sequence
hearts
here where like
are
Princess Bubblegum
righteous.
is drinking tea,
The
and I
book
think
lies at the
Peppermint
top
Butler
of
comes
that
in and
high
like
door, guarded
serves
by
them
a
tea
manly
and stuff, and
minotaur.
she goes up to this
It's waiting for
painting
a
of
truly righteous hero to claim it.
Manish Man,
You
and
think
like
I got the goods, Bubblegum?
like talking about it, and she goes through the history of heroes in Ooh, and we see like all the ancient heroes looking down from the clouds in this like sequence, and it was just like we don't need any of that, so we cut it
Thanks,
out.
pal.
I remember that. I remember it was cool. I remember seeing all the heroes leaning over from the clouds.
Bye, princess. You know what time it is,
Yeah, that was like a minute maybe that we cut out.
Yeah, man.
Greetings, young heroes-to-be. This mountain is called Cragdor. Its purpose is twofold: to protect the Enchiridion and to test the hearts of those who seek to possess it. Many noble champions...
I always thought that was an F on his head. It took me so long to realize that's a key.
And then walk out these doors again.
John Machida Jr.
That's the
Mighty Machine guy, right?
Micro
Micro
Machines.
Machines, yeah.
However, first
You wrote the dialogue for this, right, Pat?
My name is...
Maybe, yeah. Or no, I don't know.
I don't know. It looked like Pat's handwriting.
All is not how it appears, you see, or perhaps you don't see it all.
Oh, and then Andy did all this like funny acting, right, with the animatic.
Yeah.
The door is magically sealed.
This.
Those are your drawings with the little chicken dance.
Brilliantly done, child. Please.
I remember when Penn pitched this. He actually pitched
That's the
it.
best one right there, where they slide.
I just thought you looked cute
that was
stuffed
making
in
me
that
laugh.
lock.
You pitched this faster than he ended up
That's
delivering
how
it.
most people
I remember.
get in.
I was a little unsatisfied with
Passed the
how
first trial, young
not
heroes,
extremely
but prepare
Micro Machine
yourselves,
style fast it
for
was.
There are many trials ahead of you, and each trial is more treacherous than the last.
So unnecessary.
It's kind of distracting.
That way.
What? Dude, you can't smell the book from here.
It's in
I was
the
gonna tell you-
castle on top of the mountain.
I'm going to tell you all the story of the creation of Manish Man, because it started as
This way.
a character that my friend Justin Hunt created for a MUD, multi-user dungeon, text-based role-playing game.
Did you get brain damage?
So you stole it.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Keep
stole
going.
that name.
We asked him, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll save you guys.
He was like, yeah, for the fame of
I
Manish Man.
gotcha.
Wants to see it.
The Manish Man has been back
Now we can destroy this
0
old
times
lady.
since this episode.
What? Every time you say what, we'll destroy an old lady.
Bubblegum's got kind of a crush on Manish Man.
Every time you say no.
We made a big cut in the middle of this episode.
Don't destroy
Because this episode used to be twice as long. This was the first episode that Pat, Adam, and I put together, and we overdid it. We were a little.
Every time he's a big wuss, let's
Yeah,
destroy an
the
old
Choose
lady.
Goose used to be somewhere around here when they first come in.
Hey, back off, you gnomes! That
to-
kid just saved
to
you
the
guys!
mountain.
You should thank him!
The Choose Goose
Not
would offer them
destroy
some
old
juice.
ladies! Do you even know what
And
I'm talking
it was
about?
like not a riddle, but it
thank
seemed like
you.
a riddle. He was just offering them juice, and
Thank
we spent
you.
like hours and hours figuring out like the perfect, hilarious rhymes for Choose Goose to say. And then we-
Get back
Yeah,
in
Pat and I
there!
talked intensely for 6 hours, plotting out this Choose Goose joke where he's just swapping juice around like a what do you call the guys in
Ladies are destroyed
3-card
because of
Monty.
me.
3-card Monty?
I'm not righteous.
Um,
I'm
and
wrong.
he's like, try a juice, you cannot lose. Bad rhymes.
Don't let
And he
those
just wants him to try
gnomes
juice, and
throw
Finn and
you
Jake are really suspicious of him. Anyway,
Just gnomes.
Choose Goose. He's come back a lot. But anyway, this is where he started. We cut him out for time.
Ladies be doing wandering in the hills
We
of-
cut out a bunch of trials. They find a bat who has a gnome in his foot,
No way. This place is
and they were gonna like
designed to
ride the
mess
bat
with-
around.
To mess
Yeah,
with your
there's
head.
like this.
None of this is real. It's all
the
just
creepy
trials to
scene
test
with
your
the-
heroic attributes.
The curtains. Do you remember that?
There was a trial
Now
in
let's
the
go
middle of
get
the
that
forest
book.
where a
the
little
smartest
red velvet
dog I know,
curtain
man.
revealed one of the candy girls, the little gumdrop girls, who was like making a pass at Finn, and then he was freaked out by it, and she ended up being a
Jake, go around.
a little wizard who like had a humpback, and he was really creepy, and he was like, "Meh." And that was a trial. For some reason, Finn had to pass it. There was a whole series of skeletons.
Well, I think that right after that, that's when he jumped on the bat's back and chose to skip the rest of the trials.
Yeah, there's supposedly more trials, but they just skip it, fly to the top.
This is it. This is how we made the edit. We just had Finn steal this guy's wallet and use the dollar to glide up the mountain past all the trials that we plugged in.
Give me back my friend.
But he used to ride the bat.
him already.
Right, yeah. He used to go through 12 trials and then
I'll give you your
help a
dollar.
bat and befriend this bat and ride to the top. And
Yeah, there was a scene where you could hear the bats. He was like telepathically speaking, trying to express his joy that Finn had helped him, but
Stomachs are
you
weird.
couldn't actually understand him. We lost that. I thought that was cute.
Yeah!
Dude, you just flew us all the way to the top. Wait a minute. I can smell the book right through this door.
You're under arrest for stealing my dollar.
Just a minute, Jake.
Hey!
You know what that was? That was righteous.
Thanks, Jake. Now sniff out that book for me.
You got it.
Congratulations, Finn the human. You must be truly righteous to have made it this far.
Thank you.
Now, enter my
This scene used to be a lot faster. I think he just ran up to him and kicked him right away.
aspect of yourself.
Yeah, you know, I think I remember asking you to make this more of a thing.
Where?
And then you came back with the ant
For
stuff.
your final trial.
Derek.
Which is good.
Slay the beast.
Why? Is it an evil beast?
Yes.
Yeah, I guess because we cut the other stuff out, and then this seemed like
Will
you
you
needed
slay
more.
it?
This
Shoot,
needed to be
yeah?
a bigger
I'll slay anything that's evil.
thing. I can't
That's my
remember now
deal.
why we. It's cool.
Who's that heart guy? Because I
Yes.
was in Mexico.
You've done it.
What?
And there were, I don't. Do you know what those are called? Those women that
Oh,
have like hearts on their
with the
chest.
Sacred Heart.
I was drawing that stuff and I drew it in here.
Slay this ant.
Is it evil?
No.
I always like that little touch.
Not good either. It's
Did this
neutral.
ant poop at one point?
Slay it.
No!
If you
vaguely
want the
remember poop.
heroes and Kyridian,
I remember seeing a standard.
Wasn't there like just a dot next to it?
Yeah.
For a long time, but I don't think you never saw it poop. But like that was that was the conversation. That's poop.
This kick in the nads joke was holdover from when Pat and I were at Cal Arts. We had this joke for like in our heads for 3 years. I don't know.
I'm sorry. What?
Was it our joke or was it my joke? I can't remember.
Oh, well, was it for the Minotaur film?
Yeah,
Yeah, we worked on that together.
yeah.
You made it.
And this Minotaur
Yeah. There was like a whole Manish Man short you guys made, right?
at Cal Arts that we never finished.
It didn't get finished. I still have the animation in a box right next to me.
We should
Oh.
finish it.
Can you shoot it and we can put it on the, like have it like pop up on the screen right now?
Hi, this is Penn,
Maybe. This is Pat.
and we're doing supplemental commentary that's happening right in the middle of the normal commentary on this episode.
This is a short film that we never finished. We made in college.
I did all the animation, and Pat rendered all the backgrounds for it. And this is the origin of Manish Man. And it's almost over.
But yeah, as you can see, he used to be like an amazing adventurer, just going through dungeons and breaking stuff. And that's why he deserves the Enchiridion and is passing it to Finn.
I think that Skull was supposed to be saying some riddle, and Manish Man doesn't care, and he just chops his jaw off and smashes him apart. Now it's over. Now back to your normal commentary. That's happening right now.
Can I?
And there's like a crazy sound effect at the end of this. I remember that being like a big deal. You guys spent forever.
Sound effect?
Yeah, after he jumps in the air and says, "Oh yeah," there's like machine guns and screams and
Yeah, in the final mix, I asked for, machine guns and people screaming.
But there was an idea for a while that every time the card came out, you were doing like chainsaws and just bloody sounds of battle.
yeah, it would have happened right here.
The heart and most righteous hero I've seen here. Tenderness, ingenuity, bravery, Nard-kicking ability, and when you took that giant ogre's dollar, oh man, the keeper nearly fainted.
It's true. Hey, crack open that book and read something for fun's sake, all right?
Oh, yeah. Whoa. How to kiss princesses?
Whoa, what'd you just read?
Yeah, what does it say, Finn? Manish Man won't tell me.
Hey, don't tell her, Finn.
It doesn't say anything, princess.
Manish Man!
Yeah!
All right, that's it. Thanks.
That must have been really boring to watch.
Ah, Jesus.
Oh,
Don't
man, it's
even
good.
listen to this.
You hear the process. Hear guys
Trying to remember what they did.
the names of everyone who worked
Claiming
on
all these crummy drawings. That was mine. I went to art school.
I think the people
I
watching.
went to Mexico.
See, I didn't know that one. That one's good.
Yeah.
Why don't we watch it backwards?
Yep, this is you.
Just rewind it.
Mix it around.
Yeah. I saw one with John Carpenter and Kurt Russell, and they just started talking about baseball. And it was during, I forget what movie, but then they're just going on and on about the kids playing baseball. It was the most boring.
All right, guys.
Hello, my name's Pendleton Warrior. I'm the creator of the show.
Hi, I'm Adamudo. I'm a storyboard artist.
My swan to take care of some royal.
I'm Pat McHale. I was the creative director.
You want, Mama?
I'm Derek Dryman. I was the executive producer.
And Pat's talking on Skype. This way sounds like a robot.
Oh yeah.
And this is Dungeon.
There. That's
Storyboarded by Adam, right?
Now, no more
Well, yeah, and
down the
Elizabeth
soul-
Ito.
And Elizabeth. She was still on for this one?
Yeah,
Dangerous awesome stuff down this.
This one changed
I
a
bet
ton.
we'll take a look.
I do a lot of revisions.
Yeah.
Don't, dude.
Sometimes I revise things.
What are revisions, Pen?
Revisions are when I want to stick my own ideas into someone else's work.
Of this accursed dungeon.
I remember this one being going pretty good.
It's lunchtime.
Was there a lot? Did you rewrite the whole thing? I don't remember that.
A lot of the second half stuff changed.
Still I want to meet this dungeon.
Maybe.
But it was a fun premise, I think, just because it was like
Just
them,
catch up to me when you finish.
as Finn says, like he's in his element.
What?
Without
Yeah.
the aid of my
Just adventure.
magnificent powers.
I think this
This is a story where he kind of doesn't. Oh, he thinks that he can.
Trying to
He doesn't need Jake,
Do not
so he tries to do something without Jake.
will die in that dungeon.
Hey,
I think it's a fan favorite because it's the most sort of
bet I can't?
Dungeons and Dragons-y
Come get your
sort of style of episode where they explore this dungeon with monsters in it. So.
I think during the writing, I think that's what came out. Is like you want. I think maybe it was Pat. Somebody felt like we needed to do a real Dungeon Dragon style show. We hadn't done one yet.
Get that crystal eye and be back.
It's a dungeon crawl. We try to do at least one of these a season, where it's almost just straight ahead.
Go after him.
D&D.
Sorry, lunch. No,
Yeah.
Jake. Stay here.
This was called Dungeon Masters at one point, right?
Dungeons.
Yeah.
Chambers. Whoa. Evil creatures.
I mean, this is all pretty much how you wrote it, Adam, so far.
Treasure chests.
Yeah, a lot of times Penn will tweak the expressions. Like, I might have had him look scared, and then now he's happy.
Doorways. Traps.
But I mean, that's nothing compared to what.
There's a
some of those
happy
boards
face
we-
that I think I drew.
Oh.
Maybe I simplified faces or something.
Oh, this is Clancy.
Yeah, Clancy Brown as he's just called Demon Cat in the.
He was great
in the script.
Whoa. Somebody come pick up your freaky cat.
Greetings.
He plays villains really well.
Human boy.
How did you almost know my name?
I have approximate.
I don't know where that came from.
Oh yeah, that approximate knowledge thing was funny. Did you make that up, or is that based on a
all
character?
We made that up. I don't remember why. I just like the idea of
Derek
him
face.
It's a
almost
funny idea.
Yeah, right.
almost
Sounds
knowing
like idiot talk.
what he's talking about.
That was good. It led to a lot of jokes.
My dungeon manling. In the
Tom Herpick did a really awesome drawing of this cat.
Oh yeah, the design was really good.
I'm a rat
Try to do it
bull
justice,
on a
but I
mission for
think
the
we
crystal
simplified it
eye.
a lot.
I'm going to unzip your skin and wear you like a little coat.
Bleep! Yeah!
Now you die. Wait a second. Is that dog smell?
It's a Rebecca Sugar drawing. Not that, but the one before it.
Yeah, right. Good excuse.
This is Elizabeth Ito now.
Cat was kicking my buns. And it might
Super
have
cute.
finished my buns if it weren't for Jake's stank.
That's a funny line.
Dang it, Jake. I'll get that crystal eye on my own. With my own odors. Pressing on! Let's see. No to skeletal remains door. Whoa!
You want to talk about D&D and the show,
Oh,
Penn?
giant key door it is.
Yeah, whenever
Jake was here. He could stretch his hand into a...
I mean, whenever I'm writing episodes, I usually play them. I write them like I'm playing D&D. So like, I don't usually. When you get an outline, it's just sort of like story beats, points where you need to get a character. You need to get a character from point A to point B. Like I need to get him out of his house and across a river. And so like now I know I need to get him there. And how I get him there is just like I just play D&D with him, where I like have him look around and maybe he sees a rocket or a magical gauntlet or something, and he uses it to get across. And which is something that I would want to do if I was exploring a dungeon while playing D&D. Is I would search for treasure or look for traps or try to find some resource. Like I know in D&D, whenever you go into a dungeon, there's usually like a bunch of bookshelves with old books and tables and stuff. And I'll like pick up a table. My character will pick up a table and like carry it with him, and wait for an opportunity to use a table. Just because I like using the environment, and I'll use it as a shield, or I'll use it as a bridge to get somewhere or something. I always thought that was fun, but that's what I do when I'm writing. Is I
Okay.
I write it like how I'd want to play that character in D&D, and see him find treasure and stuff, and pick up like a piece of gold or something and carry it around, or I don't know.
And as weird as the show can be, I think that helps kind of make it feel more realistic because the characters are really interacting with everything. It's not just like weird stuff happening all the time. It's like they're physically commenting on the strange environment that they're in.
Growth!
Buckets.
Now! Activate thine own powers!
What about the Bucket Knight? That's Adam's creation. Where did that come from?
I think in the outline it was just like a big floating suit of armor. And so Phil Rinda, who was the lead character designer first season,
Dang it,
drew some
wouldn't be running.
suits of armor, but it felt sort of incomplete.
You right in the
He had no head. And then he drew some skulls, or no, Tom had drawn some skulls, and we just kind of mashed them together to make this character.
Where'd you go? You had the idea that he was small, then he got big. Is that based on a D&D character?
I do not know. I don't think so.
These are Armin Zion's drawings. Revisions.
Yeah.
What about buckets, though? You like have a thing with like really mundane objects that you like to sort of combine. Like, remember back in school you were drawing lamp creatures that were just lamps that shone.
Oh. Yeah, no, I think it's funnier. Well, I mean, he's just basically one of those, those pills you drop in water and then they expand. It's just basically that.
Sucked.
I like buckets.
All right, Ben. You're in a heavy pickle here. You don't.
We had to track all the bruises in this one too.
Yeah, I remember that.
And so Armin was doing that.
Yeah, his face gets pretty messed up.
Hey, my dinner is back.
How did that little
And
stomach
your dog is
padding moment?
That's what
Yeah,
you
that was
said.
good.
And I read that scratch in.
Accompanying
Scratch dialogue for Jeremy to
Jack,
reread
He's not here,
into the microphone.
which means I'm going to rip your heart out.
Crud.
You can't hide from me, Jim. I know almost
Keeps calling him different names.
Yeah, it's funny because he knows almost everything.
exactly where you might be, Jim.
The layouts in the final episode,
Son,
you're saying that Ghost Shrimp had like a philosophy about each level of the dungeon, and like as they go deeper you see. Did you not say that? You're making a
There's
face.
like different.
Remember.
Yeah, like different layers of the people who like someone built a castle and then he built a castle on top of it, and right, isn't that what he was?
Yeah.
Where it came from?
You can kind of follow that, but then at the end, when they're rescued,
There's only a few more
the
places.
sky is right outside.
Jake.
That never made sense to me.
Silly fool. Shh. Who the heck? Hey.
Oh, she did a great.
That's
Maria
Maria
did a
Bamford.
great job with this.
Yeah,
Be an angel, Finn. I'm here to save
you can do so many voices.
Really?
Who did this?
These are Sambalai.
Somebody's iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sambalai's iPhone.
This is radical.
Are you comfortable? Would you like some snacks?
I'm fine. Thank you.
Here, let me clean you up and mend your clothes. I'm taking you to the chamber of the crystal eye,
Aw, yeah!
where I'm going to cook you and eat your
Waiting
flesh.
for it to turn creepy.
Wait, what?
Trust in your...
Dirty Joe Finn.
Ah! What's wrong with your face?
What? What's the big deal?
There's Finn's.
Put me down, lady!
Jeremy Shadow's voice crack.
I always liked that. You never seemed to like that too
That
much.
Derek always liked and asked him to do. And
Everyone.
He just did it. I just picked the takes.
Now, for little kid soup, the secret is a low flame over a long period.
That's Jake's secret, too. Sure hope he saves me.
But like there was like that beat in Enchiridion when he goes
you
up
are
on the
sick.
river and he throws a rock. Like there's that sense, there's that other side to him. Like he thinks he's a radical boy, but
What are you doing here?
really he's just a kid.
Looking for
know?
you,
And I always thought
knucklehead.
that
I'm
cracked
so
voice
worried to wreck
added
up
to
your
that.
lunch. I
Like
plunged
the
into
kid who
the
thinks
dungeon
he's
after you.
I don't know,
Strangest
the kid who
thing,
thinks
though,
he's
I kept
a
running
warrior,
in the
but he's
hospital.
really not.
Choose your dueling weapon.
I choose sandwich. The challenges were impossible for me. But you would have blown right through them. I kept asking myself, what would Finn do? Just frustrating. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I think I do. Now, let's figure out a way out of this cage.
Got it covered with Key Hand.
I don't see any keyholes in this cage, though.
Not a problem, man. Lock Hand.
I'll get us out with Carrot Hand.
Come on, man. We still got a couple minutes left to steal that crystal.
Why was she playing a xylophone before she got crushed?
Help me win a bet that I made about how I could accomplish something without...
Just hop on my powdered donut.
Oh.
Cling.
I remember John John thought that line was ridiculous.
Let's give this the good old friendship lift.
Friendship, go! Yeah! At least if I die, I'll die with my best friend.
Me too.
I told you to hammer in those danger signs so that no one would come in here. Now get on my swan.
Laser swan.
Okay.
Oh, no one liked her in this one. She seemed a little grouchy. She started yelling at everybody.
Yeah!
I hope you learned a lesson from all this.
We learned that
two heads are
working
better.
together and not working together.
Whatever. Looks like that's not the answer she wanted.
I learned that you are a very, intelligent princess?
You're darn right I am.
Right.
Princess Bubblegum, away!
Do we do a lot of endings like that? The away, flying into the sky?
Nope. Hello, my name's Pendleton Ward. I'm the creator of Adventure Time. I don't know why I have to say my name like a question.
Hi, I am Adam Muto. I was a storyboard artist, but not on this episode.
Get ready.
I'm Pat McHale. I was the creative director, and I am on Skype right now.
Really?
Yeah, man!
I'm Derek Dryman. I was the executive producer first season.
Cool junk. Number 1.
And this is Rainy Day Daydream.
Do the splits.
I storyboarded this episode.
Track down and slay a goblin horde. Number 3.
Yep.
Storm clouds.
Why is it called Rainy Day Daydream instead of just Rainy Daydream?
Finn, it's a knife storm.
I thought it sounded like a 60s pop song.
Really?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's good.
Looks like we're staying in today, kid.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Who wants to play video games?
The menu, BMO.
In the beginning, BMO used to have this really rough, tough guy voice.
Start it up,
All
BMO.
right.
What do you think about the stars in the sky?
It's okay, I guess.
I've got a story about this video game that he's playing, Conversation Parade.
Response.
That's when I was at a coffee shop using one of my techniques for working. I wrote down like 12 different names for games that were dumb, and like one was like Dog Exploder or something terrible, and like a bunch of other ones. And I put it on Twitter, and I asked people to send in what they wanted, like which one they wanted the most, and they picked Conversation Parade, the most boring sounding video game. So that's how I stuck it in there. I was working all night at the Coral Cafe.
That's what happened when you did those all-nighters. I found is that you started twittering, or you started. There's one time, didn't you set a camera up?
I set a camera up. That's another trick that I have to get myself to work.
But then you wound up talking to everybody, right? Like that didn't work either.
That's a little distracting. But then there's a chat room. Like I'll put it on. I'll set a webcam up and stream it live, my drawing, and then there's a chat room too where people can talk to me. And then I told them like, okay, I need to finish this tonight. Y'all got to stay awake and help me finish this. And then they were like typing in all caps, "You got to stay up." And they're like cursing at me to like get me to work.
That was Kelly Cruz.
Yeah,
I think we told her. Get the producer to just watch you all night.
Don't imagine blowing apart my
So what was the impetus for this episode, Penn?
We wanted to do a really low design episode.
This was our bottle episode.
New batteries.
I just remember this one got put in because it was supposed to be low design count. They were like, "Can we do an episode with nothing in it?"
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, let's have Finn fight a bunch of stuff. That's imagination.
Which was good because it was helpful. The background department was getting slammed with all the other shows that were big traveling shows and tons of designs. So this was a huge help at the time.
And hamsters.
But this still probably had a ton of backgrounds anyway because it's all these new places.
Yeah,
It did, yeah.
I think it ended up being a high design count.
No, it wasn't high. It was moderate.
Okay.
Take your
I
imagination.
don't know about that.
These are some of Rebecca Sugar's first
Let's go to the
revision
den.
drawings.
Suit up.
Later, she became
That missile?
a freaking amazing storyboard artist.
Cosmic Gauntlet. Nah,
She was your protege,
by
right?
the desk.
No, I can't claim any of that. I was partnered with her for 2 seasons
Imagining a
though.
wall. You can just go
That was such a odd pairing, right? Because she's so sweet, or she seemed so sweet, and you're really grumpy back then. I don't know if you're grumpy still, but you were grumpy back then.
Old grumpy troll.
People were worried that you were gonna
Feel it on my foot.
do something bad to ruin her for life or something.
That is awful. No.
I'm glad to see you didn't, though, right?
Yeah, she was a grumpy.
He's shorter than you.
Oh yeah.
All right, you're getting it, man. Uh-oh, now you're uppercutting his family. You just kicked his wife in the face.
Uh-oh. She's coming back for revenge.
Cram this.
That was my
Look, it's your imagination machine.
my imitation of John,
The night
which
storm, remember?
he hates so much. Of John DiMaggio. My scratch dialogue. Which later he did an imitation of me, doing an imitation of him that we used for a character, for one of the banana guards in the Candy Kingdom.
Oh.
It tastes like
This is
banana
neat.
candy, man.
What is banana candy?
Here, man.
It's like bananas.
Okay.
They like it. He drops it down that hole.
Over the bridge, so we don't get knifed.
Okay. It is done.
That's what I remember.
I like this scene. It's like
Hey, you did it, man.
a nice break in the storm.
To cross this bridge, you must first pass the test of the riddle.
An imaginary riddle master? Ask me your riddle, master. I accept your test.
Then brace yourself, fool, for this riddle comes from a mysterious, faraway land.
Lay it on me!
Yes, the riddle, it cometh,
I can't imagine a riddle. What's a good riddle, Finn?
Dude, just make it super easy.
the riddle cometh! Tell me, Voyager, what is simple and yet also a riddle?
Man, that riddle sucks.
That is the wrong answer!
Did you ever write out an actual riddle for this, or was the joke always that you couldn't come up with a riddle?
By snakes!
There's an amazing riddle
got a
for this,
missile.
but I'm never going to say what it is.
Oh, come on.
You exploded the snakes right at us.
I can feel them all over my face.
Imaginary poison coursing through my veins. I'm sorry, brother. I'm sorry.
So visceral.
Let's just get to your imagination machine.
How did you get Pat to do all these voices?
Ah, a big ball of
Left the room.
elephants, chainsaws,
Did you, oh,
I
so,
flying towards us.
I was in there by myself and just like feeling it. You know?
did you want to do this scene? Or did he just force you to do it?
I don't know. I think maybe I was just doing my pass on it or something.
Hey, don't shoot us with that bazooka.
Episode is intense.
Don't you do it.
You can see it.
This is a good comparison to Enchiridion. You know, it's the same kind of thing where they're traveling somewhere, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, we try to do
Powers or something.
at least half the episodes just sort of around the treehouse and exploring
Check it.
all the hallways and rooms we never get to go to.
Is it clear?
Yeah, it was interesting first season trying to keep track of where the rooms were in, you know, in context to each other and trying to keep that relatively making sense.
We didn't do too many at the home first season, right? There's
Dang, girl. If you weren't
the eviction one. There wasn't a ton. Right?
have your baby.
There wasn't a ton, but I like doing them a lot. I like creating an adventure like all around just the house.
Danger!
Dude,
I like the idea of doing small episodes where they're just acting like kids.
Monster.
What? Well, how do I kill it?
Yeah, we were trying really hard to
I'm coming,
keep
buddy.
all the rooms like right where they needed to be. Like on the like I grew up watching The Simpsons, and
This.
I think they used a lot of cheats, and we use them too now. Like just like from walking from room to a room, like cheating from like how that works and stuff. And when I was a kid, I really wanted the Simpsons house to exist so I could imagine it and walk around in it. And I remember I used to download like custom maps for video games so that were the Simpsons house, so you could run around and like shoot people in the Simpsons house and these like first-person shooter games.
They made it really hard though when we were like
Finn.
this. I remember this scene especially because it was in the living room and the size of the or whatever the bedroom, the size of the bedroom was in question, and we needed it to be a certain size. And Pat was really you were sticking to the idea like it's a certain size, it can't be bigger. Then somehow we talked about having the other side of the logs. Remember there was a conversation where you were like, well, okay, you can go to the other side of logs. That there's room over there, and I was like, okay, great.
Well, because like the whole board was boarded without backgrounds, so it was like trying to put the backgrounds in later. It was like, oh my god, how am I gonna put this all together?
Yeah.
Those are the times where I could just give Pat the board. I'm like, all right, you figure it out.
But it was neat because someone built in Minecraft an entire treehouse for Adventure Time that's like all correct.
Oh yeah.
Basically, like the right layout, and it looks like the house. It's pretty neat.
Oh, good.
So it worked.
I spent a lot of time on Minecraft building an enormous Jake statue that you could enter into his butt through a bridge and like climb up inside of him using
Nick's
ladders.
son
and stuff.
found that.
Oh really?
And they were really excited about it. There were signs on the inside or something.
Uh-huh.
They were really excited about finding it. There's an Ice King
Right all the time.
in there too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Giant Ice King.
Yeah.
You make me feel embarrassed a lot.
Well,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure if that
deserve
server
being
still
talked to
exists.
like this.
Yeah, he told me this a couple years
Right
ago.
again.
Okay, man. I'm gonna try to imagine an imagination back-on switch for you.
But so you know, if there's anything dainty inside my imagination, I'm gonna be mad.
Imagination, go! What the stuff? Well, this is...
Are we ever going to go back to the imagination zone?
Hey, and then...
You see a little bit of it in fourth season, sort of, with the Worm King episode.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's see Steve Little singing this song that I wrote.
Maybe you can try imagining something.
Now this minstrel shows up in season 2. So, was he imagining a guy he was gonna meet in the future?
I feel like we changed him slightly.
Like Finn imagined those penguins too, which he sees all the time.
Okay.
And the spaghetti was from Animatic. It was because we were trying to keep the design count low.
No, but I'm saying in
Right.
Blood
he
Under
shows
the
up
Skin.
later.
Yeah, it's like season 2.
I don't know, my young
Oh,
fellow.
Bellamy.
You tell me. Perhaps I represent your secret desire to be civilized.
Yeah.
Represent this! And this.
Bellamy episode.
Oh!
Is there more Bellamy?
No.
No, Bellamy never comes back.
Bellamy never comes back.
Alright. I hope this works, Jake.
Someone said they were gonna get a tattoo of him with the one big robot arm and the big squid arm. But I bet they didn't.
Hey!
That would be so gross.
I want to mention Armin did a lot of cleaning up on this episode.
Take a hike,
Yeah, with
Barry.
when
So
Finn
much.
when Jake was all stretched out. And,
Oh man.
But yeah, I think by the end of the season, we were giving Armin like whole episodes, right, to just
You okay?
Yeah,
just finish.
Let me check.
he's doing it really fast too. It was amazing.
Yep, she's clothed now. And
Come back,
hey,
Armin.
man, it's clear out now. We can go on an adventure.
I don't know, dude. I think we got all the adventure we need right here.
With lava on the floor.
Huh? Ah! My legs are melting. Just kidding.
Finn's got a big butt on that last panel, that last drawing.